All right, give me a second. I left my coffee in the other room. Oh. All right, I'm back. What's happening, everybody? Y'all come on in. Where is everybody today? It's Tuesday. What's happening? Oh, my coffee got cold. What's happening? Hey, Marche. What's happening? Y'all come on in. Shaman Royale Watkins, one half of the world famous After I Do team of April and Royale. Royale and April, whichever you please. It is Tuesday. Detroit in the building. What's happening, Stacy? I could heat the coffee up, but at this point, Marche, it's a little bit too late for all of that because it's all the way down to like here. And so what's the sense in warming up? Laney Lane, I got your inbox message. I hope y'all good. Royce called me and told me he squared y'all away. But I was busy handling some other stuff. So I'll message you back as soon as I get done with this. But from what I understand, everything was all good. What up, Tracy Harper? Y'all come on in, make yourself at home. Welcome, welcome. Happy Tuesday. I haven't had breakfast yet. Hold on, let me grab an apple real quick. Haven't had breakfast, yo. Haven't had breakfast, but what's your favorite apple? Let me ask. I was getting ready to say something, but let me ask y'all. Hey, Sheena or Shayna from the Netherlands, welcome. Fatima, thank you. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. What's your favorite apple? What is your favorite apple? Because this one right here. What is your favorite apple? Hey, Kelly Mitchell. You can't eat cold fruit? Lala Jones, well, we're glad to have you. So, what is your favorite apple? Macintosh, that's an apple. Honeycrisp, Granny Smith, Gala, Honeycrisp, Macintosh. Okay, I don't know about Macintosh. Red Delicious. Red Delicious. The green one, Lynette said. I think that might be the Granny Smith. Yeah, the Granny Smith apple. But let me tell you something. This Gala apple, oh my goodness. The crunch factor on it, the sweetness. Wow. And give me a second, I'm going to find something for y'all. You can't have apples without this apple slicer. This right here, this apple slicer, if you don't have one, go to Bed Bath & Beyond or one of those stores and get you an apple slicer. It will make your life so much better. The Fuji apples are cool too. The Honeycrisp are cool, but I'm telling you, the Gala is the way to go. I love a good apple. I'm trying to eat cleaner. Trying to drink more water. Sorry about the smacking, y'all. But I need this apple in my life right now. And you will not appreciate all of the goodness of this apple if I don't crunch on it and smack on it and treat that thing like it's supposed to be treated. And I was about to say something else, but my refrain is too early to say what I was about to say. It's like good sex. If you don't smack on that thing and, you know. Yeah, my man Royce is at HU doing his thing, Sean. Killing it, too. So let's see. They have them at Dollar Tree. They got Gala apples at Dollar Tree. Thank you, Vicky Glenn. She says, my food in my mouth, God dang, and I can smack all I want to. Fatima the Beard might come back, but I need to see my face again just to make sure it was me. So, for now, I'm rocking a clean face with my mustache and my hair. I will say it's a subtle difference between when I grow the beard out and when I don't have it, because most people focus on this part of my face, which is where the magic is. But it's a good look either way. I'm glad I grew it out so I could actually see what I look like with a beard. And I may actually, like I said, grow it back out. So, but, oh, you're saying the apple slicer is at the Dollar Tree. Okay, got it. Why did I cut the beard? I cut the beard. I just explained that. I needed to see my face again. It was not so much an experiment, but I wanted to grow out just to see what the look was. It's not a bad look. It's not my traditional look. This is my traditional look. On stage, when I'm working on stage, I'm doing stand-up. This is my traditional look. And so this is the look that I'm more comfortable with. And I have to take some photos. And so I'm getting ready to make an aggressive push to start doing TV and film again. And so when I walk into a room and I have to take photos, this is the look that I want people to go, oh, Royale. They'll recognize. It takes people a minute to realize it's me. So I went skating the other night. I think I told y'all this. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I went skating to this. LL had his release party for his Sirius satellite radio station. And so, thank you, Jada. Yes, April is at work. What's up, Tracy? So I was roller skating. Tiffany Haddish was roller skating, and I had the beard. I had the glasses on with my hat, and I'm skating up behind Tiffany, and she's looking at me like, who's this weird old dude like skating up on me? And so it took her a minute to realize it was me. Royale, the weird old dude skating up on her. It felt so good to be on my skates, though. It felt so good to be on my skates again. But I realized that my skates are more than 20 years old. And they are literally about a size and a half too small. So now I need to invest in another pair of skates. I went to the pro shop to ask about skates and prices. Guess how much the skates cost? Skates cost $700-800. The video of me skating Jill is on my Instagram page. I wasn't doing a whole lot. I was just rolling on it because, again, it was my first time. Yeah, $1,000, Deborah, basically. But literally, like, the boot, I think, was $500 or $600. And it was only $700 because I was keeping my old plate and my old wheels. Oh, $100? Hell no. Skates cost like $1,000. Like, if you're going to get some for real skates, so you can roll, bounce. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to find a used pair. So I need a pair. But see, I like, if anybody knows about skates, I think I need like a size 13. Who makes the boot that I want? Either Chicago or is it Oberheimer? Like, all of these skate companies is all high-end stuff, so. But I just have to be patient, save my money up. Because I ain't trying to cut that check for $1,000 to get some skates. Because I'm only going to skate like maybe once or twice a month anyway. Well, Fifi, because I didn't go all out skating. My thighs and my calves weren't burning up. But I was on that bicycle with April this weekend, and it was a hill. And instead of walking up the hill with the bike like everybody else was doing, my ass decided I was going to ride the bike up the hill. And that bicycle riding really took me over the edge. Couldn't do nothing. So, all right. I'm almost finished my apple. I apologize if this is annoying anybody, but I need some food in my system. So, there it is. I'm done with that. Yeah, okay. Come on, Long Money, man. You cut the check. Hit that Cash App. Send your boy something. Chris Nelson is the plug for these skates. Okay, hold on. So, Joanne, you about to get fired. You don't listen. I got it now. April is at work. Don't ask where April is. If you don't see April standing next to me, she is at work. April's ass, I swear. All right, so let's get into the conversation. This was the whole, what's up, LaShawn? Like, for real, are you going to use Grecian formula for the auditions? Nah, maybe not. I think I'm going to just leave my hair the color it is when I go take these pictures. And I don't use Grecian formula. I use Beijing. That's the color of choice or the product of choice when I want to color my hair. But I think I'm comfortable with my hair, just the color it is. I just leave it, I don't need to color it. I'm good with this. The question is how long am I supposed to go with no sex? April and I went out this weekend. Night number 1, she's like, I'm tired. Night number 2, she went to sleep. And now we're back into the work week. Like, let's have a real conversation about this. We're back into the work week, which means April is going to be working 10, 12-hour, 14-hour days. And I'm like, when she comes home, she's going to be ready to do 2 things. She's going to be ready to read the script for the next day. And then she's going to be ready to go to sleep. But meanwhile, I'm like, yeah, hello. And I'm not a morning sex person. Like, for whatever reason, I just don't enjoy sex in the morning. Because 1, I'm either trying to get to the gym. Or 2, I don't like sex in the morning because it throws off the rest of my day. Like, after I have an orgasm, like, it drains me of all my energy. And I don't want to do anything but lay down. Did I ask April? No, I'm asking y'all, Vicky. This is the whole purpose of this platform. I'm asking y'all, how long am I supposed to? So LK said her husband is feeling the same way. See, this is what I find. A quickie don't count. I'm not a quickie dude. I hate quickies. I absolutely can't stand quickies. And that's a part of, me and April have talked about this online before. Quickies annoy me because women... But see, and again, LK, I'm glad you said that. She said she's just not in the mood. Women have to be in the mood. So much of your sexual energy and essence is tied to how you feel emotionally. Right? Emotionally, y'all gotta feel, and you need to be foreplay and all of this. 2 weeks. Tisa Black, is that a real answer? 2 weeks? Ain't no way in the world I'm going 2 weeks without some form of sexual entertainment or engagement from my wife. Not happening. Lisa said, use your hand. That's an option. Sure, I could do that. I could jerk off. I'm not, listen, and I will do it at some point, but that's not the consideration at this point right now. I'm saying in terms of my engagement with my wife, give her 2 weeks to get her mind and her soul right. See, this is why, like, when we were away this weekend, like, she'll take that for granted, like, oh, it's not that big a deal, and, calm down, April, calm down. Like, no, Because now we're going to get into the week again. You're going to be working. And then who knows what my weekend is going to turn into. I can get a phone call and be on a plane gone off the to support another comedian or work or do whatever and be gone for 3 or 4 days. And now, again, we're right back in the same place where I'm not going to say, yes, I will say sexually frustrated. April can't defend herself. She don't need to defend herself. This is not about her defending herself. This is about us having a conversation. Yes, Tamika, we want you to be involved. Don't you want to be involved? You don't want a man banging on you like you're a sex toy, do you? I'm sure you don't. No, listen, Lisa, I'm glad you brought that point up. Women masturbate too, right? I think, again, for women, and I'm not a woman, I'm a man, so I can only speak for myself. And I can't even speak for other men. It's like, I think when emotionally and psychologically, men, for the most part, just need to get one off. We need to get that build up out of our system. We need a release. What I find for the most part is that women need to be engaged. For the most part. And I could be wrong. It could be women out there that's like, nah, I need to bust one too. I don't know. Yeah, see, April, let me ask somebody, Tennille. So yes, on the way to Palm Springs on the live, April's talking all of that crap. And then we get there and now all of a sudden she's sleepy and this is what I'm talking about. Deborah Street, am I getting frustrated? Does it seem like I'm getting frustrated? I mean, it's a real issue. It's a real issue. I'm saying this is not a made up conversation. Y'all know I don't make shit up. Me and April don't make funny videos just for the sake of trying to build an audience. No, we bring the real issues to y'all. We have a conversation about it so that we can have a real engagement and a dialogue that everybody can learn from. Get you a pump, then she'll be better. A pump, what does that even mean? I don't know what a pump is. Planning it, nah. I mean, planning sex? Nah, that don't really work for me. This conversation will get you inbox requests. Fenice Jackson, you mean from thoughts, other women? That don't mean nothing to me. I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in my wife. If I was interested in other women, I wouldn't be on this Facebook Live with y'all talking about it. I would be searching my inbox for thoughts that's trying to have sex with me. But that's not what's happening here. So, a great kiss will get me all the time. Okay, Angela. Yeah, I mean, listen, bro. When she's ready, are you ready? Because I remember April saying she got in the shower one night. And she got just snoring to sleep. I remember. Okay. Listen, that's a difference. Who asked that? Who was that? It's Tisa. So Tisa, I will say that I'm not ready all the time when April is ready. But I'm way more ready than April ever will be because I think my sex drive is higher than April's for sure. But you know, this is Jessica, the foreplay is, look, I know y'all women love foreplay, and not that not that I'm not capable of foreplay, but I'm gonna have to pray on foreplay because oh my goodness. Yeah, Fudd, I'm gonna inbox you any numbers that come my way, bro, because trust me, I don't need that headache. The back you jack. Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'd spend money on equipment to jerk off? No, I'm not. No, man. That's just crazy to me. With my hand, I got both my hands. It's not like I got a prosthetic hand. I can use both of these suckers work just perfectly. Been working a long time too. You see, that's what I'm saying. Who said that? April should have gave me some that second night. I gave her the first night off. Yes, I agree. Anita said, women need foreplay to get their mind engaged. So Percy said I need to catch her before she goes to sleep. I can't listen. See, this is the thing I find. Women get to a certain point where y'all don't want to engage men. And I had this conversation with April before. Like, April will lay there on her side of the bed and wait for me to engage her. Women want to be pursued. But men want to be pursued sometimes too. Why can't you be the aggressor? Oh my goodness. Lacey Parker, do you really not know where April is? Are you just tuning in? Is this your first after I do during the week? Everybody knows where April is during the week. Trish, I'm not getting in the shower with April. All right. 2 things. 1, when I get in the shower, I need to get in by myself because sometimes my ass is dirty. I don't need her to see none of that. That's a reality. We all have dirty asses sometime, and nobody wants their spouse or significant other to see that dirty wash rag when they wash their ass for real. If you wash your ass for real, then that rag is going to be a little crusty. No, you're the hunter. Nah. Shouldn't have to be the hunter all the time. Some men want to be hunted. LaShawn, I'm not saying anything is wrong with pursuing, but I shouldn't have to pursue all the time. I shouldn't have to be the aggressor all the daggone time. Excuse me. Freaking spilled my coffee. I shouldn't have, listen, Tracy said you want her to jump on you, tell her. No, I shouldn't have to tell her. We've been married for almost 20 years, 19 years in a week. I shouldn't have to tell her. She knows what my modus operandi is. She knows how I get down. April knows what I like. She knows what I want. And, but you know, y'all women sometimes, boy, y'all real funny. Can y'all do me a favor, hit the share button, invite your friends to this conversation. I need more people to have a part in this conversation, especially more women. And more women. And more men. Well, I'm sure I'm not the only man that feel this way. Men like to know women want them. Exactly. Thank you. Ruth Mills, exactly. When you're a woman and you reach over and you grab your man and he knows it. Oh yeah, okay, yes. I shouldn't have to every time, hey, you up? You sleep? No, that shit gets old. I'm telling you, that shit gets old. Yeah, April is really not, I would say 85 to 90% of the time, I'm the aggressor. Set the mood, Percy? Nah, it ain't no setting the mood, bro. I set the mood when I bought the 2 hotel rooms this weekend and took her out of town. That was setting the mood. Was it not? Paid for dinner? Yeah, that you sleep thing. That's the classic one right there. And I get that there's a lot going on. You know what I mean? April's super busy, yo. I will give her that. April is busy. She works like crazy hours. Even when she gets home, she has stuff that she wants to tend to and take care of. But at the end of the day, but she's tired of saying, yeah, get you some. She's doing it for you because sometimes we ain't in the mood for us to be fully into it. Danielle Weaver, I hear you. But All of that said, Veronica, does April know I'm talking her name? Does April know I'm talking about her? It don't make a difference. I talk about April all the time, whether she's on the live or not. Ain't gonna change nothing. And again, me and April have these conversations, so it's not like I'm out of pocket in any way. I'm not disrespecting her by her not engaging in the conversation. This is part of how this platform works. Set the mood. Do something different with the bedroom. What the hell I need to do different with the bedroom? Nah, Charmaine, you talking crazy. I ain't doing all that. Menopause, libido changes, and we just okay. So Athena, let me read your comment out loud. As us women get older and start to go through menopause, our libido changes, and we just don't want sex anymore. I would suggest marijuana candy is an aphrodisiac. No. Now I'm supposed to smoke weed, or she's supposed to smoke weed in order to be sexually engaged. LaShawn said post-menopause is great. Want it all the time. Oh God, this is hysterical. Yes, listen, I understand all of that. And I'm glad you made that point, because yes, women go through these cycles where their libido changes, emotionally things start to change. And so that means that if you still are in a relationship where you have a husband or significant other who is looking to be engaged, you have to now be selfless in a way and go, okay, well, I'm still going to help you like reach whatever you need to reach sexually. So, head, hand job, whatever. It don't have to be like intercourse. I'll take some head. Lacey, what are you talking about? Role play. I am role playing. I'm playing the husband who wants some ass. Okay. That's my role play. I don't need to be nothing else. That's my favorite role to play. The husband who wants some ass. Oh my goodness. I'm trying to be selfless, but it's hard. Okay, princess, I hear you. Head till I'm dead. Exactly. Even when I die, open that casket one more time just to make sure. Marilyn, I'm not waking her up with the high chair. The high chair requires that she be already awake and engaged. All right. Wait, let me see what Cindy's comment was. Y'all are hilarious. I love the fact that y'all be having these sidebar conversations, cracking each other up. And I can't keep up with the damn feed, so I'll be missing some stuff. But that's all right. I'll go back and read it all and make sure I respond. Carolyn, no, it's not all I want. I'm very clear. I just said the head till I'm dead. Okay, so let me see. Mine will have to drink me if she want 100%. My what? I don't understand. Some of this stuff, y'all gotta make sure these sentences are clear because I can't understand this. Okay, why can't you as a man be selfless and forget about your needs for a second? Why is the woman always being selfless? Jessica Seymour, did you just not completely miss the point of the whole idea of being selfless? The point that was being made there was that women going through menopause, their libido isn't as high as a man's, so they may not be in the mood sexually to be engaged in the act of sex as a partner, right? Together. But I'm just saying, if you have a significant other, it may be in your best interest to be selfless enough if you don't want to receive, to be in a place where you can give, okay? So it's not about the man being selfless. Why the man can't be selfless? Because the woman in this particular situation wouldn't want to receive sex. But that should not make her, put her in a space where she's not willing to give. of herself. All right. Meaning that mouth. All right. See, Lacey Parker, again, y'all missing the point. You missing the point. I was making a specific. Oh my God. I'm going to come through this damn phone and choke some of y'all because y'all not paying attention. All right. Deborah says she 50 and stay ready. Hey, listen, sometimes, look, different people's bodies react different ways, sexually, emotionally, and psychologically, and all of these things are connected. Okay, Kennedy said, the longer you go, the better it's going to be. What? But I don't want to go that long. That's the whole point. That's the whole point of this post is like, I don't want to have to wait. There's vagina in my bed laying next to me that I should be able to have, right, when I want it. Goodness gracious. If you had a box of cereal and milk in the refrigerator and you wanted some cereal in the milk, what would you do? Thank you. So Jessica, the conversation is bigger than my specific point. How much bigger? What else is there, Jessica? All right. Ross said, let my wife tell me I'm supposed to wait for months. Months? Shit. April would tell you in a heartbeat. Unless there is a specific circumstance, you know, a sickness or ailment or something. Even if April got a cold, goddaggit, turn to the side. Ain't no reason. Ain't no reason unless you like in the hospital. Like, I got to be taking your ass to the hospital if you married to me in months. Absolutely not. You better call in a goddaggone one of them relief pitchers. Somebody better get over here and do something to this thing. Phone a friend, goddammit. Should have gotten some on y'all little. Exactly. This is my point, Mindy. Thank you. Y'all about to send April a goddamn inbox. Your orgasm game may need to step up. What does that mean? My orgasm game? Trust me. Trust me when I tell you. I'm just saying, listen. I'm a Sagittarius male. I go to the gym 5 days a week. I'm in the best shape of my life. I'm in the best health of my life. And I'm just saying, I know what I'm doing. We'll just leave it at that. You know what I mean? And April will tell you, and she has told you before. Yes, Royale knows what he's doing. I'm a very happy woman sexually. So April had an orgasm one time, punched me in the head. So I'm doing something right. So in marriage, we have to selfishly do it, makes your spouse happy, figure it out. Thank you. Exactly. Thank you. Marilyn said, well, just act like you don't want it. Yeah, well, that's going to be a goddamn award-winning performance if you want me to act like I don't want it, because I'm the dude that walk around with his goddamn face on stuck. April, know when I get funky, you got to give me my medicine. I get sick. I start coughing. I get the shakes. I need my medicine. And you better give it to me. And not a teaspoon either. Take the top off and let me take it to the head. I need my medicine. I get sick. I'm just telling y'all what it is. Y'all know me. I keep it all the way 100 with y'all. Yeah, I'm Team Sagittarius all day. December 3rd, baby. Came into this world looking for it. Wait, so hold on. So TT said, I think he is just trying to say there are other ways to be intimate, and there's just more to make that happen. And there's more than just one way to make that happen. I'm sure there's plenty of ways to be intimate, but Carla Taylor, you about to say that. About to say that. Yeah, some women's libido go up as they age. But again, there's just so many other factors involved. And I mean, look, y'all know this is just a conversation. It's not like, you know, April knows what it is. You know, if it gets that bad, she's going to stop and do whatever she needs to do. But Sag men are the devil. Good Lord. Why you going to put that on us? Why you say that? Sag men are the devil. I hope you mean that in the best way possible, Nikki Vasquez. What's up, Cullen? Welcome to the conversation, Brother Wilson. Yeah, we just need it sometimes. Like, you know, this shit is like wrestling. Sometimes we just need to wrestle to get that shit out of our system. And if we're married to you, you're our significant other, then you're the person we're supposed to wrestle with. You can't go, oh, if somebody, I'm going to go wrestle over here real quick. No, can't do that. Put your whole damn marriage at risk. Ro Bailey, we know that women need it too. That's the whole point. We're having that conversation. Did you just join this discussion? Yeah, listen, you get it. I'm telling you, sometimes men, again, there's a buildup in our system, a chemical buildup in our system, and we just need to release. Scorpios, I know y'all need it. Scorpio females, every Scorpio female I've ever met and engaged, good Lord. Horny, freaky, nasty, love it. But, you know, we'll see what time April gets off today. I'm sure we'll have a larger conversation about it. Oh, Nikki said you dated 2 Sag men. Bad experience. What was the bad experience? What was the bad experience with those Sagittarius men? You got a bad batch of Sag. Every once in a while, God makes a bad batch of Sag. You need to get you a good man, period. That's all. It ain't, listen, we could talk about these, what do they call them? Signs, horrors. What do they call them? Jesus, my brain is so fried right now. Astrological signs. God dang. I felt like I was having a damn stroke for a second. Crystal says she dated a Sag too. He was just greedy. What does that even mean? Greedy in what way? Zodiac signs. Thank you, Vicky. So Tracy said, what would happen if something caused you not to be able to perform? An accident or ailment? What do you mean perform? Perform on stage or perform sexually? Listen, when y'all write these questions and y'all leave these comments, you got to give me all the information so when I read it, I'm not like stuck trying to figure out what you're saying. Help me, help y'all. See what Cindy is saying? Cindy says she dated another Sag and the sex was out of this world. I'm just saying. God make them Sagittarius. You take that little sprinkle and put on it. I'm a Scorpio, and my husband is Sagittarius. Been together since middle school. He always won it and got me beat. Yeah, there you go. All right. Is it Laurel or Laurel? Laurel or Laurel? Nah, listen. A Sagittarius are very loving. Facts. Bonita. What's up, Bonita? That's my homie right there. Woo! Hey, Bonita, let me ask my very dear friend, Bonita McMillan, who's married to one of my best friends from high school, Therese. Bonita, how long should a man have to go without sex? Okay, Tracy, I see your question. Like, what should happen if I guess April will have to figure it out. Bonita, I'm talking to you, damn it. How long should any man have to go without sex? Married, that is. Let me see what Bonita got to say about this. She's an informed woman. She's been married longer than I have. Sag is the month of December, Veronica. 1 week is the longest, Amy says. Bonita, you still here? All right, when she circles back, then we'll see what she has to say. So, Tracy, you're saying that if I should get in an accident and I can't perform sexually, then what happens with April? This is a good question. Like, let's say I get in an accident, God forbid, or something should happen to me and I can't perform sexually. Then now what happens with April? This is the $64,000 question. Because now if she has, like, let's say hypothetically speaking, let's shift this and make April 30 years old, 35 years old. So she's a younger woman and now she's married and she has sexual needs and I can't provide those sexual needs. What happens? So Crystal Wilson just said he has a tongue. Hello. But the tongue is going to, like, will that be enough to satisfy you as a married woman? Right? Is that enough? Debbie, everybody said the tongue. Hello? That's a good question. I don't know. Right? I don't know the answer. Sure. I mean, I can provide head, oral pleasure. And Keisha, to Keisha's point, she said there's always toys. But I'm sure some women will go, look, I need more than that. I need a penis inside me. Right? See, Mindy just said the tongue is not enough. Some women will feel, see, even Nikki said the tongue is not enough. Some women, especially younger women who now have the rest of their journey, Jessica Seymour hit it. She's like, send in the sub, goddaggit. They're going to want to feel the magical powers of a penis inside them. Right? Ain't nothing like who said it? Ain't nothing like the real thing, baby. Ain't nothing like the real thing. Who's that? Tammy Terrell and Marvin Gaye? They're going to want that real thing. See, Tamika, you said sometimes the tongue will put that fire out. That's sometimes. Even you said sometimes. Ron Workman, that's my dog right there, said it's time for an open marriage. So let me ask y'all, is that when, if a significant other, your lover, your significant other, your husband or your wife gets into a sex situation where they no longer can perform sex, is that now the time to consider and have the conversation about an open marriage? Let me ask the women on this thread. If you got into an accident and you no longer could perform sex with your husband, your significant other, would you be open to the idea of a threesome or an open marriage where you are now giving your partner, your significant other, husband, permission to sleep with someone outside of the marriage? Hello, let's talk about it. I'm interested to see these answers. Would you be open to? So Mo Jackson said the conversation is definitely needed. Joy said no open marriage. Never open marriage. Just open your legs. For better or for worse. Woo, that for better or for worse. No open marriages. No to an open marriage. So you're basically saying if you can't provide your husband with the sexual experience that he is looking forward to, that he anticipates, that you're not willing to let him have sex with nobody else. So now he has to, for the rest of this marriage and for the rest of your life, he has to now endure not having the sexual experience that he's traditionally used to having. So many of y'all saying no. So many of you women are saying no matter what. Never open your marriage to other people, period. No. Should check out emotionally. No, I think he'll eventually check out emotionally. No threesomes, but yes, I would give him a hall pass if he didn't take it. No, not here. Nope. Y'all are hilarious. No, Tanya Carter. On massage, so almost everything is on the table. Renee, say that. See, this is what I find to be interesting, right? Okay, so let's get all of those answers. Benita's like, no. Benita, now I was asking you a question earlier and your ass didn't respond, but I see that you're here now. I say yes or let him go. Okay. No open marriages will exhaust all options before that is even a consideration. I would rather divorce. Wow. So you would rather who said that? So Tamika Barker, you said you would rather. Tamika, are you available? Tamika, I want to talk to you for a second, Tamika, because this is interesting to me. Okay, once a week. I saw what you said, Benita. Tamika Barker, can I add you to the conversation? Tamika Barker, are you in a position where you can square your camera up and talk to me for a second? Yes or no? Or you sitting in your car in the parking lot? Husbands don't give their wives a pass. Not a talk. But this is not about husbands giving their wife a pass. The conversation was the other way. That's why intimacy, not sex, is so important. Some couples have challenges, and the real test of your love comes to play, for better or for worse. Joey Hill said I could write a book on this. Well, you better get the writing, goddagger, because you're going. Okay, so Tamika, I can add you to the conversation. All right. So just listen. You're going to be on a split screen with me. So just make sure you have good light. And we can see you, and you're in the space where it makes sense. All right, so I'm gonna add you right now. All right, let's add Tamika to the conversation. This is going to be interesting. Dialing Tamika. Tamika says I am available. Tamika, you need to pick up if you're available. Who else said no? All right. Tamika, your phone should be ringing. It's saying adding. But you're not in the feed yet. So where are you? Ooh, I got to go in a little while. I got to go do a podcast. I got to go do a podcast today and talk to some other people about comedy in my life. Tamika, where are you? Okay, I'm married for the better or worse until death do we part. And it's never time for an open marriage for me, but to each their own. Okay, that's fair. It might be a delay. I don't know. I don't know why there's a delay. All right, Tamika, I tried to add you for whatever reason. Anita Epps, I'm doing. Do you know Dominique, the comedian Dominique? Doing Dominique. She's on the Tom Joyner radio show. That's my homie right there. She from my city. Ron Workman, what's good? Let me help you guys. You guys have been married for 20 years, so it's time to go for it all with you and April. The key is never cheat and do everything together. In other words, wait, Desiree, you telling me and April? You telling us how our relationship goes? No, we've already shared how ours go. Trust me, and April are in a very healthy space. This is just a piece of a conversation, but me and April have enjoyed a very healthy sexual experience, and we're going to continue to. You know why? Because I got the balls to tell April exactly what I want. And even if she doesn't agree to what I want, then the rule of thumb is to give me the version of it that you can give me that makes it work for both of us. So, Renee Swift said, I am not sharing. Shows that people don't know what open or plural means. BJ Sumter, welcome to the conversation. So, Nikki, why you say people don't know what open marriage or that means? I was told that sometimes it takes another person to keep the peace in your house. You have to do what works for y'all, but we clear that all things don't go as planned when you open that door. So, TT, I agree. It's like, this is what April and I always continue to come back to this. You have to build the marriage that works for you and your spouse, right? Because the two of you are going to be the only two people that are there for every piece of that journey. Now, there's going to be a lot of people that tell you, don't do this, don't do that. And that's based on how they feel about themselves, right? But you got to do what works for you and your spouse. You have to do what works for you. You have to build the journey you want to build, what makes you happy. There's some people that live biblically, and that may not work for you. There's some people that live, you know, whatever their lifestyle is may not work for you. It may work for them. They may have a different set of circumstances that have allowed them to arrive at the place that they are, where they feel what they feel about the institution of marriage and how it's supposed to go. But there's no one set of rules. There's no one set of rules. I remember we had this conversation before about threesome, right? And so I was like, oh, I want to have another threesome. And April's like, I'll think about it, right? Because we did it before. We did it before we got married. And, you know, even April has said that it was a wonderful experience for her. She had a lot of fun. And so I was like, oh, well, let's do it again. And so April's like, I don't know, maybe, maybe not. And so you had people get up in arms like, Jay, you shouldn't do that. And but this is not your marriage, right? And it's like, I'm not forcing April to do anything. It was a suggestion. If she's open to it, great. Let's go have fun and see what that experience is like at this point, this juncture in our life. If she doesn't want to do it, she doesn't have to. She is a grown woman who can make her own grown woman decisions. It's not your experience, right? No threesome is going to wreck me and April's marriage, right? I don't think they make a rock big enough, honestly, to wreck me and April's marriage. We've already decided that we're sticking this thing out for the rest of our lives together. We enjoy each other's company. We can talk. We have great communication. We still laugh and enjoy each other's company. The sex is good when I can get it. But no, we have a great experience. But the point is like, we have we operate in a space where we can talk about everything. So, you know, nothing is off the table. And again, it's our marriage. We build it together. And it obviously is working because it's been tested many times by a number of different factors. And we still here sticking it out, riding it out, and enjoying the ride. So, I had cancer, but couldn't be in over a year. And then was carjacked and tore my ACL, defending my life, which led to lovemaking. Yes, head was good, but not enough. Okay, Carla. So then when you said not enough, what's after that? It's a very interesting conversation, Carla. Thank you for sharing that information. And so glad to hear that you are now pushing past your experience with cancer. And I'm praying and hoping for the best, that does not continue to be your experience. Sandra said, you never know, that third party may turn your life upside down. Why take that chance? Oh my goodness. Again, that anything could go wrong, Sandra. You know, there's always room for error. You could, you know, but these things are communication, you know, allows you to get to the version of these things that you hope will be successful. So, you know, when you say turn your relationship upside down, what does that even mean? I'm not going to have no sex. I'm not going to have sex with any other woman that's going to make me like leave April or flip out. And trust me, I had more than enough sex in my lifetime. And quite frankly, some very good sex. So, you know, I'm very stable and happy with. It's just an experience. The sex is just an experience. It's not everything. It's not life, right? And when you've built something that's so solid over here, you know what it is. There's not the sex that keeps me with April. There's a bond that we've created that's like a soul tie that's even bigger than sex itself that keeps me in this marriage and in this relationship. So, you get the most of your apple. Like, this apple was almost done. But I looked at it, and like, there's some more apple there. It's like y'all people that eat chicken. Like, I gotta get all this chicken off this bone. That's my version of that. All right. Tamika, I wanted to add you to the conversation. I don't know why you weren't able to pick up, but okay. D. Williamson said, not for all the tea in China, not in a million years, under no circumstances. Pigs might fly, still no, not a cattail chance. But see, D. Williamson, I'm going to make the assumption, and I could be wrong, that you are more sexually conservative. And it's just not something that you would ever do. I could be wrong. I'm just based on that response. But again, that's you, right? whatever your experience has been in life, it's informed you in a way that you just don't find interest in that. And there's nothing wrong with that. These are some interesting responses. Yeah, April and I have true love. So that's our shit is unbreakable, y'all. Our shit, trust me. If you've been riding with us long enough and to hear the stories, y'all, you have to know that our shit is unbreakable. And some sex with other person ain't. Because we've done it before, and I know. There ain't no sex out there good enough to make me go, oh, I'm out of this marriage. Are you crazy? It's just an experience. And see, this is the thing. Women, a lot of times, I think, and again, y'all can feel free to weigh in, you all get involved emotionally with these experiences. It goes back to how this conversation first started. Y'all get emotionally involved. Where men, a lot of this shit ain't emotional for us. Again, it's just a build-up and a release. It's like, thank you, God bless you, good night. So which leads me to the next thing. Is like, well, what about, okay, damn, I wanted Tamika to be I wanted to add her to the conversation so bad because I wanted to ask her something. No one's marriage will be the same. That's why you are together. Make the choices that work for you. Shanta, is exactly what I just said a little while ago. It's a lot of judgment in some of these comments. Jaleese, but that's what people are. People judge. Of course there's judgment in the comments. You know why? Because there's a piece of security and insecurity in how people live their life, and people just want what's best for them. And so by nature, right, we have to compare our life with other people's life, right? I'm sharing information which makes you question, excuse me, your value system, not you specifically, just meaning people watching this feed will go, well, I would never do that, right? And so I would never do is the part of them that is judging, right, my experience and comparing and contrasting it to theirs and their value system. Because then what comes into question is people's values and people's morals, right? Does that make sense? But that's who we are as people. Like, it's our nature to do that. And I'm not saying there's anything inherently wrong or right about it. I'm just saying it's in our nature to do that. So, okay, Tamika, I'm going to try one more time. Let's see. Tamika, I'm trying to add you to the conversation. One more again. Let's see if it works. Is it Astra? Am I okay with a male third party? April has already suggested that she's not interested in another man. I don't think I would be okay with it, to be quite honest with you, though. But again, April's like, not my thing. But I would have the conversation. And God forbid I get in an accident and couldn't perform sexually at all. I'm gonna, like, let's say I'm like in a really bad accident and my toe up, I can't have sex at all. And now I got to have a conversation with April because she's like, yo, I need to be like, I need to be pleased sexually. I need intimacy. I would have that conversation with her to try to find the version of that works for both of us. You know, but that's just the space I'm in. It don't have to be the space you're in, and you may not ever get in that space, but at least I'm open to having a conversation. Okay, so Tamika, I tried to add you again, not working. Just talking with her and making me feel good. So that's again, why get married if you believe in God? Okay, Wayne Davis says, why get married if you believe in God? What? I don't understand that. If you believe in God, why get married? Wayne, I don't understand your question. Maybe I missed a part of it. So you're gonna have to help me out, bro. Are you saying why get married if you would ever open your relationship up to other people, to having something outside of the marriage? Is that what your question is, Wayne Davis? Being with another man. Why not? Juanithia? Did you not? Juanithia, did you not just hear what I just said? Clearly, you need to. You must have said that. So Wayne, Do It All Davis. I think that again, I've been very clear about people build. Let me ask you this, Wayne Davis. How, if I can, Wayne Davis, how old are you and how long have you been married? If you don't mind me asking that, let's start there. Transparency relationship is real love. XSANNE. Miss Leonard, I can't. That's a tricky. Is it Janae? That's a tricky one for me. I think this is the piece that is missing in a lot of marriages is this level of communication. Um, and so that's why, again, it's the nature of this After I Do platform is being able to share information that we hope will allow other couples to kind of expand their thinking. And not that you have to agree with the lifestyle that I lead or how I live my life or any of that. But at the very least, we should be able to expand our thinking and our levels of communication. Because nothing is off the table. Trying to get to Wayne's response so I can. Okay, so he's 31 and I'm not married now. I'm getting married soon. Okay, so you're not married yet. Okay, Wayne. So what I was saying earlier, Wayne, I don't know if you were here for this part, but I was saying that you and your spouse have to build the marriage that works for you. And so when you bring God into the conversation, I'm going to make the assumption that that you've had a very an upbringing that's based on organized religion. I don't know which particular one. And so there is a certain value system now that you've bought into that suggests to you that if God is in your marriage, then nobody else can be in the relationship outside of you, your spouse, and God. Is that not correct, Wayne? Is that the thinking? Help me understand. Because if you agree with that, then I can move on to the next piece of the conversation. Xan. Okay, Xan, I got it. Thank you for that. Well, he doesn't. Here's the thing. Wayne doesn't have to be married for me to try to get some clarity on his understanding. True, some can't talk this freely with their mate and it be received appropriately. Again, yes, and that's the thing is like, okay, so Wayne, I got a yes out of Wayne. So Wayne, again, that is just one way of thinking, right? Some people don't believe in God at all, Wayne. So the idea of God being in their relationship isn't a consideration. That's not to say I don't believe in God. I do believe in God. Also, my wife believes in God. But our belief in God and our values or our belief in God or our value system does not keep us from being able to experience things outside of the moral kind of system that you adhere to that suggests that because we're married and because we believe in God and God is in our relationship marriage, that we can't have these other experiences, right? Plenty of people have threesomes that are married that are God-fearing and loving people. So again, one thing we have to be careful about is to not to ascribe our value systems and beliefs on other people. Okay? So that's just my 2 cents worth on that. It's like we have to, again, this goes back to judgment and what we believe and how easy it is for us to go, well, I would never do that, so you should never. No, it's not. I have built a relationship and marriage that works for me with my wife. My wife and I continue to communicate and figure out this thing. Because you're going to, Wayne, when you get married, you're going to go on a journey with your wife. And along that journey, you're going to see some things. Things are going to see you. You're going to fit. Things are going to change. You're going to age. Your wife is going to age. Her feelings about things are going to change based on new information that comes into your life and your relationship. And you're going to have to course correct along the way. Right, Wayne? You're going to have to course correct. You ever be in a car with your Waze app and something changes and the Waze app updates and gives you new information? That's like very analogous to how a marriage works, your marriage journey works. So just remember that. in a best case scenario, you and your wife will make decisions and build the marriage that works for you and not for everybody else. Because again, it's very dangerous to have everybody else in your marriage and relationship. And it could be problematic as it's been evidenced by a lot of divorces. People listening to these outside voices and influences that don't have to be there for the whole of the journey. Nikki said, buckle up tight, young fella. God dang it. This ain't an easy ride for some folks. You know, this whole idea when you're at the beginning of a relationship and you're not even married yet, and it just looks, you've seen these images in movies and TV shows, and until you get in it. See, I've been in it. I'm in this thing for 19 years in a week. Okay, Mo Jackson will inbox me in April. Okay, cool. Thank you, Bangoza. Y'all know I can't see all these comments sometimes the way they're flying. But once you get in it, brother, I wish you, Wayne Davis, I wish you the best experience possible. But, again, try to be open-minded, if not for yourself, for other people. Because everybody doesn't have the same value system for good or bad as you do. Right? But again, you do what works for you and your wife to be. And I pray that you have a long and healthy and fruitful marriage, and that she wants to have sex all the time, because my wife doesn't. But that's all good. Y'all know I love April to pieces, and this is always gonna work. If you put your convictions on others, that's, what is it? Legalism? I don't know that word, Sheila Caesar. It's based on trust. So once that's gone, what's next? Of course, change. So true. Nikki, I always stumble across some nuggets. That's why I enjoy doing these Facebook Lives, because it's always, when I have these conversations with y'all, like, the reality is that I get so much information, and I continue to learn and grow as a husband and human being and father and friend and all of that stuff. So, I always say this. It's about us. Damn. Hey, Jarrell, you said you've been in it for 20. You got 20 years in? No, it ain't for the... Listen, if you building... See, this is the thing. A lot of people get involved in these marriages or get married, and they don't ask themselves going into it, why am I getting married? Right? Why am I getting married? And I think when you go into this thing asking yourself, and you can come up with the real answer for why, then it gives you the best opportunity to be able to build something long term. But a lot of people get married because they just see it as something to do, right? The society says, oh, we need to be married, we need to. But marriage ain't for everybody. And even if it is for you, right, you have to give yourself the opportunity to be married to someone that you believe you can build something long term with. A lot of people get married to people and they don't really investigate the value systems and beliefs and whether it's a good match. You don't have to think the same thing that I think in order for me to be married to you, but there has to be some common ground about what we're trying to build. As we said yesterday, a vision for your marriage, right? We're not, two people meet, right? And we meet, and now we're trying to build something together. We want to get married. We want to build a family. And this thing is supposed to go long term, right? It's supposed to go the distance until death do us part is what the intent is. Well, if that's the intent and we got to get down this road all the way to death, which is a journey because there's going to be some beautiful things that we can see along the way, we got to map this out. We got to map out, right? What this journey, where we're going to go along and how this journey is going to unfold, and where we're going to stop for gas, where we're going to stop to get some rest. And in my opinion, that is the vision for your marriage journey. And you need to have one. And in order to have one, you have to be able to communicate. And so many people don't want to talk, right? They want to talk. They don't mind talking when things are good. But the minute one challenge comes along, like the bills start packing up, somebody gets sick, and then you working this out. Now I'm tired. And nobody wants to talk, right? And the only way you're going to survive these challenges is with the two people who are in this thing long term constantly course correcting, saying, look, coming up, take this left, turn left. No, that ain't working now. Let's fix it. Or if you're baking something together in the recipe, if you're a chef and I'm a chef and we in this thing trying to find the right recipe for this apple pie, well, you got to tell me, well, how does it taste? Or what, when you made it, what was the oven on? Was it on 450 or 350? But that's all in the communication piece. Talk about it. Okay. Hey, Wayne, it's my pleasure, bro. See, Wayne said thank you a lot, man. I love when we can have these conversations and people are reasonable and respectful. Like, what was my man yesterday that was like a little, came in wild, you know what I mean? And I engaged them. I didn't have to block them. It's like engage folks with conversation, and either they're going to stick around and get some of this information or they're going to bounce. It's all good. Okay. This Randy, thank you, Damaris. Randy. Wait, somebody yesterday in the comments said, wait, you talking about Green Thumb Randy? No, not Green Thumb Randy. Rude Randy. We had a weed growing in the conversation yesterday. But, you know, it was all good. I don't have to block people. Unless they come in, like I said, being completely unreasonable, then I'll block them. But some people just don't get it. Why do people take advice from God or Jesus about marriage when none of them was married? Hey, Derek Bird, man, you opening. All right, it's time to end this thing. This dude talking crazy. I don't think people, Derek, take advice from God or Jesus because I don't know that God or Jesus actually handed out advice. I think there's the idea of what the word of God is that has been manufactured, should I say. And I don't want to piss off any church folks. So, again, this is just my understanding, layman's. I don't go to church now. I was forced to go to church as a child. I have some base understanding about how religion works. It's not my thing. Yes, I believe in God. I am completely open to the exploration of human nature, of spirituality, and religion for the sake of connecting people. My own personal belief is that all of us connected together is God, right? Like, and when we come together in peace, P-E-A-C-E, each of us is a piece, P-I-E-C-E, of God. That's my only belief system is like, and I put humanity first. We're human beings before we are anything else. We're human beings before we're Christians. We're human beings before we're Jewish. We're human beings. And so that we are here and have been kind of cut into these different pieces of the pie and handed the idea of a religion because, like, let's be honest. Most of us are a certain religion because our family told us growing up that this is what we are, right? We identify with being black, right, as a color, because that's what I'm not black. If you look at the shade of my skin, my color is not black. The idea of being black is based on something that was handed to us through slavery, and it was a divisive tool. So now this thing has continued for 400, 500, 600 years, however long. The tone and texture of certain people's skin in different countries, right, in different regions of the world, is shaded and hued because of exposure to elements and to the sun, right? In Africa, they get the sun way more than they do in Iceland, so the color of people's skin is shaded that way to protect them. And now through this system, people say, well, they're black. It's a color. It's an identifying marker. But those people aren't black. They're African. So people create a value system using color to separate people. This gonna get y'all. Are y'all ready to have this conversation? Because I know I didn't graduate college, but I'm telling y'all, I'm well traveled and well read, and I do know a few things. But my point is that I don't want to get into this longer conversation about religion and people listening to God and Jesus who wasn't married, this, that, and the other. But it's a value system that was created and is controlled. Again, it's a value system that's handed to control people. So if you need that value system, if you need the light to be red, right, in order to keep you from walking across the street so that you don't get hit, then, okay, pay attention to the red light. But there's plenty of streets that are not controlled by traffic signals that people get back and forth across without getting hit all the time. But some people need a value system. Some people need that. Okay. All right. Am I, all right. I hope I ain't pissing none of y'all off with this, because this is starting to really, really become a real big conversation. Okay, I can't see my scroll stopped. So now there's a bunch of questions and some information that Christ's relationship with the church is representative of husband and wife. That's why I would take his advice. See, Jewel, that's her belief. That's what she. And a lot of these value systems were created with handing people information that would be in their best interests. So there's nothing wrong with that. You know, it's like if you go and you want to make a meatloaf, and somebody's made meatloaf a lot more than you have, and they put a recipe out and they say, look, if you make this version of a meatloaf, it should be good, right? That's their version of a meatloaf. But you might go, well, I want to add this to it. I want to take something away, or I don't want to use that. It's the same kind of concept. You may be starting from scratch. You may not get it right the first, second, or third time. You may have to go through the trial and error of a few things to get it right. That's not to say you can't be successful with your version. It just may take you longer to catch up to the version of things that have been working for other people for years. And that's only if you kind of subscribe to that version and want that version for yourself. Because everybody does not want the same version of things for themselves. All right. Coffee's cold. The apple is done. This has been a wonderful discussion. I'm glad you all showed up for it. And I'm going to text April and tell her she better give me some of that ass later tonight, or else I'm going to jerk off. No, I'm not going to jerk off. I got better things to do. I got a lot of work to do. I'm excited. Man, I can't check my phone. I'm using the phone, and I text a friend of mine to say, hey, can you meet tomorrow? Big meeting. I got my producing partner flying in. I got to go look at it. I'm supposed to be directing these half-hour comedy, these live comedy shows for Kevin Hart's company. So my producing partner is flying out. We got to go look at his studio. So that's my day-to-day, and then I got to go do this podcast. And I think I'm going to make dinner for April and Ross and the babies. So if I can get back here fast enough, I can make some world famous spaghetti, because the kids love pop spaghetti. And it's going to be good for them to have a hot meal when they come home. See, I love that. You got to make the kids need a hot meal. I want in on the next topic, bro. Derek Bird, just inbox me, bro. We can, I'm trying to do this more often, like the daily noon conversation. My schedule just gets so damn tricky sometimes. But we can try to do this every day at 11 or 12 o'clock if y'all want to have these conversations. There's a lot of stuff to be discussed. Something else I was going to bring up today, but we're going to have to circle back. Oh, I know what it was. On my Facebook page, I was talking about Black folks supporting Roseanne's show, and that opened up a whole can of worms. But maybe tomorrow we can have that conversation. I could try to, I got to go into the studio tomorrow. All right, I'll figure out some time. If not tomorrow, then maybe Thursday. What's the day? Today, Monday or Tuesday? Today's Tuesday. Okay, yeah, maybe Thursday. We can have that conversation about the television show Roseanne and her political views and ultimately what that means. All right, listen. I need all of y'all to make sure y'all hit the share button. Tell your friends about Apron Royale. Let's have more people show up for these conversations. We're looking to grow the platform. If you have not already, go to After I Do TV, afteridotv.com. Make sure you subscribe to the email list. I'm going to try to crank out another newsletter either tonight or tomorrow. And again, remember, April the 9th is April's birthday. April the 10th is our anniversary. I'm absolutely going to do everything possible to launch this campaign for us to raise money to convert this space into the After I Do studio. April and I have a lot of relationships with a lot of people. and we want to be able to get them on camera to introduce them to y'all, to expand this after I do conversation. So we can only do it together. So I'm counting on y'all. If anybody has a question or if I missed something, feel free to inbox me. Yeah, I know I usually go through the feed later tonight when I'm in my office and try to respond to the questions that I missed. I do my best to get to everybody. All of y'all are great. I believe in y'all. I want the best for you. I want you to want the best for yourself. And I wrote this on my Facebook page earlier today. I think it's meaningful, but with regard to time, it's never too late to keep going. It's never too late to keep going, and it's never too late to try something new. So, never get down on yourself. Remain hopeful, focused, and determined, and drink some water, and make sure you inhale, exhale, blow all of that negative energy out, and start with love. Look for the love, the God part of every human being that you're having a conversation, that you're dealing with, because I just really believe that the God part of two people can always make everything else right. All right. I love y'all. Relationships, love, and laughter, and I'll see y'all the next time we go live. I'm out.